evacuations have run out.
The number one reason for a lot of these evacuations has been the storm surge. There are a lot of hazards that Milton is going to send into Florida, but the highly destructive storm surge of potentially 10 to 20 feet, depending on where you are, will be very severe. Good evening, and thanks so much for being with us here on the AccuWeather Network. I'm Jeff Cornish. We are dealing with, again, powerful Hurricane Milton, a Category 5 hurricane, the first in history to dip below 905 millibars on 2 separate occasions. It's done it, and again, we're into rare territory here as one particular record benchmark that has been broken by this storm. Coming up at 9:15, we're going to have the latest track from AccuWeather hurricane experts, see where Hurricane Milton is headed in just a few minutes. Well, here we can see we're forecasting a Category 3 hurricane at landfall, a major hurricane. It'll become geographically larger as the wind field expands, and the intensity of the wind may drop from 5 to Category 4 to 3. But the larger footprint of strong wind will be the big concern for destructive storm surge, especially south of Tampa Bay and possibly into Tampa Bay as well. We have live team coverage across Florida as we track Hurricane Milton before, during, and after the storm. We have reporters and storm chasers that are working to bring you the absolute latest information. We're extraordinarily concerned about Tampa Bay. We haven't seen a storm like this since the 1850s. We had one hurricane in the 1921. That came in at a different angle.
It's Wednesday night. I'm watching coverage of Hurricane Milton. Wow, this is scary. This is really scary. I hope everybody that was able to evacuate did evacuate. I know it's not easy to get up and go. I know if it were me, the best I could probably do was drive away and maybe sit in a shelter or a rest areas somewhere. I wouldn't be able to afford the price gouging that's going on with some of these hotels, which I think is just absolutely terrible. Just charge a regular rate. Whatever the regular rate was, that's what you should charge. Nobody's saying you have to give them away for free, but the price gouging, come on. We're better than that, people. We're better than that. I know there's a lot of people that don't have vehicles, that didn't have transportation out. My heart, it's just going out to them, and I pray for their safety. I pray that it's definitely not as bad as they're saying. I hope for everyone's sake that's the case, because after what Helene did to North Carolina and Tennessee, that was so unexpected. Nobody thought that was going to happen, and it did. It's not the wind necessarily, it's the water sometimes. And whenever you're by a flowing bed of water, if water flows, it can flood. It can definitely flood. And I don't know, I'm just heartbroken and worried. I'm a huge weather buff. I watch all this stuff. I'm fascinated with it. It, to me, is incredible and heartbreaking, but also very beautiful, the way nature can be just so unpredictable or so epic. That's the word, epic. It could be so epic in good ways and could be so epic in destructive ways. And so I've always been a fan of weather and learning about weather. I mean, once upon a time, among the other many careers I thought about being a meteorologist, but that's neither here nor there now. I'm just praying for all the people in Florida. I'm praying for the people in North Carolina and Tennessee, all the people that were affected by Helene, and now all the people affected by Milton. I do have some friends down that way. I hope they're safe. It looks like it did drop to Category 3, which still really, really, really dangerous, but at least it's not a 5 now. And I'm just going to keep watching and praying for everybody's safety. So just be thankful wherever you are that you have what you have. Even if it's not much, it's still more than some of these people are going to have after this storm. I love yous all. It's truly sad. All right, I'll talk to you later. Mwah. Love yous. doing too good with my weekend honey to-do list for myself because I'm too busy slacking off. There's 9:30 a.m. football. I mean, hello. I have a problem. A big, big problem. I have so much skincare stuff. So much. Zoom out. This is just the stuff that I have in my coffee table drawer that I'm trying to organize. I have so much more stuff upstairs, and I gave away a ton of stuff. This is why I had to quit my beauty boxes for a while, because there was just way too much product, which is a good thing, especially with the Allure Beauty box. I love that box. It gives you so many good things. For the price, definitely worth it. So I'm trying to organize things and use up the stuff that is older. I don't like to throw things away, but I know stuff goes bad after a while. So that's what I'm doing. And maybe I'll have to do an organizing with me kind of video, because, yeah, got a lot of stuff. So trying to organize it. Why is it all downstairs? I have been trying to keep now I'll store stuff upstairs in my bedroom, but I've been trying to keep my bedroom basically for sleep and relaxation, because I'm a bad sleeper the way it is. And so I'm trying to keep my bedroom as almost spa-like and clean and decluttered and just serene for me, because it does help me. I do sleep a little bit better. Not the best, but definitely better than I used to. So I do a lot of my skincare downstairs, in my downstairs bathroom, or in my living room, to be honest. I just like doing it down here. So that's why there's so much stuff down here. But some of the stuff I didn't open yet is going to go back upstairs. Unfortunately, I think most of this stuff's open, so I got to use it up. And then when I run out of stuff, I will start my Allure box again. I'm making some quote-unquote homemade tomato sauce. I didn't grow, my tomatoes didn't do so good this year, so I don't have as many tomatoes to make a big batch of sauce, but it'll be a starter. The frozen stuff is stewed tomatoes. I got, I don't know, a while ago, but I froze them, and so I'm just going to add them to the base as well. And then we'll work our way into making a big sauce batch. Look at it bubble. I did clean up some of my mess, but it still looks like an Italian kitchen. Oh, look at this sauce. It tastes so good. I like my sauce a little bit sweeter. Not sweet, sweet, but a little sweeter. And then we're prepping some to freeze for future meals. Yeah. And then in my oven we have some nice, oops, don't mind, it definitely needs to be clean. But we got some chicken risotto, Parmesan.